everything we could have asked for, and now this building stretched to capacity. Game 2 of the World Series between the LA Dodgers and the Detroit Tigers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and you see a really good start for the home side. They did what they needed to do in the opening game of this series. And the crowd, that made a huge difference. They were behind their guys all the way, and boy, oh boy, were they loud. And I've got a feeling that not much is going to change here in game number 2.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your defending American League Central champion, Detroit Tigers!
Briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. The guys will have much more to talk about as the night progresses, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers, as the skipper Don Mattingly will line his guys up this way. They'll tee it up against the ever-improving right-hander Rick Porcello. Gordon will get his first cuts here. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball, then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. So the leadoff man is gone here to kick off Game 2, and with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by the folks at Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Yasiel Puig will take his cuts now, and he is one guy whose bat has not made the transition from regular season to postseason.
Yeah, and he was so good during the regular year, but he's been a non-factor so far in this postseason.
Lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Obviously, it'll be very important to keep these top 2 guys off base going forward. They're the ones that set the table and make this team go. So that's a good job here to set them down to start the ball game.
Adrian Gonzalez will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. And this ball will be chopped foul. Here comes a 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Matt Kemp would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Matt Kemp will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Line hard, but this is a foul ball. Got him looking at the two-seamer, and that'll end it. One left for LA. The Tigers coming up. No score. Here's a look at the starting lineup for the Tigers now. They'll match up against a guy who's made big strides since arriving stateside, the Korean-born left-hander Hyun-Jin Ryu. And behind him defensively, the Dodgers will line up like this. RAJAI Davis will stand in. Now a swing and a ground ball for Ramirez at short. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Well, the secret to his success really isn't that hard to figure. We'll keep the ISO camera on him as he's getting down the line, and you can see he just uses that speed to leg this one out.
Ian Kinsler will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. One pitch on the way. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And Crawford will need to play the carom off the wall here.
Well, he made a great pitch on that 1-1 count to get it to 1-2, but then he tried to go right back to that same pitch, and this time the location is not nearly as good as the last one, and it's turned around for 2 bases.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in, coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
And he really is the X factor in this lineup. If he can stay hot, they're going to have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
Let's go, Tigers!
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole, and that's through into left, a base hit. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game. Wow, and a rocky start on the road here, guys. 3 straight hits surrendered, and he hasn't gotten out of the first inning yet. Victor Martinez will get his first shot at it here. Here's the 2-1 home to Martinez. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. Maybe some big game jitters here in this opening inning.
Well, I don't think anyone's immune to that. I don't care what the name on the back of your jersey is. This is not an ordinary game.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Boy, the command, not really good right now to start this ball game. Already that's 3 hits now and a walk he's given up. He's really laboring through this first inning of work.
J.D. Martinez steps in now. On the ground toward Gonzalez, but foul wide of the bag. There, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. And I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Torrey Hunter will dig in now. The 6th man to bat in the inning with still nobody out.
And it's been sort of a domino effect here in this half inning. Nobody wants to be the first guy to make an out, and so far, nobody has.
Hey, Tiger, let's go!
Here it is, the 3-0. Hit hard on the ground to short. A bare hand for 1. Back to first, and Hunter is set down. A double play.
Well, you know, nothing kills a rally quite like a double play ball. But this is a double whammy. You've got a double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. They do get 1 run here, but it comes at a pretty hefty price.
Nick Castellanos will stand in looking to keep this first inning rally hot. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Now remember, he does have a base open here if he needs it. But this inning's already taken a big toll on him so far. So I'm not sure he'd want to make it any longer than he has to.
Ball towards the hole, and that's through into left, a base hit. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now. Alex Avila will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And this is fouled back and out of play. 4 runs here in this half inning. Goes the other way as this is down the line at third. Throw in time and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. We'll move on to the second inning here at Comerica Park. Tigers are out in front, 4-0. Andre Ethier will step in now as the designated hitter here in the World Series.
Yeah, and thanks to the American League's win in the All-Star game, we're going to have a DH in games 1, 2, 6, and 7. So maybe a chance for a little more offense than they're normally accustomed to.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that will be the first base hit of the ball game for the Dodgers.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a 1-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
Hanley Ramirez will step in now. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
Swing and a liner towards second. And Ramirez is aboard, hits a base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his mitt on it, so there is no advance on the play.
And after a relatively quiet first inning, the number 5 and 6 guys strike for back-to-back hits here to start the second. Let's see if they can cash it in.
CRAWFORD will dig in here. Swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Hunter able to get it in, so they'll hold the runner at third base.
Another base hit right there. Their third hit in a row, and now the bases are loaded here with still nobody out.
Juan Uribe will stand in with the bases loaded and a real chance to get his guys right back in this one. Here's the full count offering. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
The bases loaded walk there just adds to a disastrous start to the inning so far. 4 have batted, 4 have reached, and with still nobody out, this has the potential to get even worse.
A.J. Ellis will hit with the bases loaded here and a chance to get right back in this thing.
Let's stop the bleeding right here now. Come on.
2-1. Boy, and after that good first inning, not the same here in the second.
He's kind of looking a little shell-shocked out there. Like even he can't figure out what's going on.
Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. Davis the catch, tagging is the runner from third. The relay throw, but he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
Yeah, probably a little bit of a sigh of relief out there on the pitching mound there. With a run in, the bases loaded, nobody out. You're just looking to get an out or two any way you can. So I think the sacrifice fly is a pretty good trade-off that you can live with right now.
D. Gordon will dig in for a second time, a strikeout victim opening up the ball game. Now the 2-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider, and he starts it out over the middle of the plate. And the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Yasiel Puig will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Tigers lead this one. Jose Iglesias will start things off in the bottom of the second. Now the 3-2 pitch. And the payoff pitch here is hit on the ground down to third and taken in out there for the first out.
Davis.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And stepping in is the center fielder, Rajai Davis. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
You can bet he's a little rattled still from that first inning. Gave up a lot of solid contact that first time through the lineup.
And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Ian
Kinsler will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Puig is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers, but they still lead this one 4-2. Adrian Gonzalez will start off the inning for the Dodgers with Matt Kemp waiting on deck to follow. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat right there. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls the strike zone. Got himself a leadoff walk.
Matt Kemp will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. Now a ball hit sharply down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score.
Get it, guys! Double him up right here!
And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2. Fouled back. Swing, and ooh, he saws him off with that one. Another 2-2 offering. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
And this is a good opposite field hitter, and he's right on this thing as he drives it the other way, but it just hangs up there a little bit too long.
ETHIER will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Runners on first with one down. 3-2, here it is. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
Now there are two ways you can go here as a pitching coach, so he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. You know, some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. You know, other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
So first and second with one man gone. And here now a tough out in the person of the shortstop, HANLEY Ramirez. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And that is into right field, a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
So it's bases loaded, one away, and here comes the speedy Carl Crawford. Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Now with 2 strikes, you can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score on the sac fly as this lead is trimmed to 4-3 now.
And at the very least, that's what he's up there hoping to do, and that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So nice job to pick up that runner from third, although the other 2 runners have to stay put now with 2 away.
Juan Uribe will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Swinging a ground ball to first. And, oh, it comes up on him there as it kicks off the glove. He'll come home with it. And on the error, a run is going to score.
Second RBI of the game for him right there. But the bigger story, this game is all tied.
A.J. Ellis. We'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And Torrey will make the catch, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 4-4. Miguel Cabrera makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Take something off there as this is skied out to fairly deep center field. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out.
Oh, you can definitely feel and tell that it's October out there. There's a little bit of moisture in the air. Here, this ball sounded pretty good off the bat, and you wonder if it would have been a different story if it was mid-July out there.
Victor Martinez will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. Is on the ground to third. Taken there by Uribe. Throw on to first gets Martinez, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder,
J.D. Martinez will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. On the ground down the first base line, and this is past Adrian down the line, a fair ball.
Well, this is just excellent plate coverage here. I mean, this is a guy that uses the entire field. You'll see him just reach that bat out there and slap it down the first baseline for a base hit.
Torrey Hunter will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that's going to be a fair ball as Crawford scurries to get there. Around third and being waved on home.
For you folks watching at home, might not be a bad idea to go put a pot of coffee on because this one might take all night. We haven't finished 3 innings yet and already 9 runs across the plate. Time to suck it up.
Nick Castellanos will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Getting a few steps off a second there, now the pitch. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
Yeah, he did have the base open there, so that's not the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, the way he's been pitching, I don't think I'd be working around too many hitters, especially in the bottom half of the lineup.
Alex Avila will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. D. Gordon will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Now he's got to take a deep breath out there on the mound right now. I mean, not only will he kick himself for walking the leadoff guy, but also he just walked the fastest guy in the building. I mean, that's definitely not what he wanted to do out there.
Yasiel Puig will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind. You'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And he misses again, ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
And at this point, you have to wonder if he has any idea where the ball is going out there. 6 walks for him in the ball game. You start thinking there's got to be somebody out in that bullpen that they can turn to. This guy's just not cutting it anymore.
Adrian Gonzalez will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. Davis has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. Matt Kemp will dig in now. He struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. And here's a swing and a miss by Kemp as he's a strikeout casualty. 2 away.
Well, he allowed the first 2 guys to get on in this inning, and that's something you never want to do. But then he bears down. He gets the previous guy to fly out. Then he comes up with a huge strikeout right here. That's a good job to bounce back just when things were starting to look a little grim.
Andre Ethier will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
Let's go, guys.
Here's one hit towards the hole. On the first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Jose Iglesias will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
If you're looking for a good way to add to a one-run lead, a leadoff walk never hurts. Let's see how they want to play this from here.
Rajai Davis will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Now a ball lined to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. That's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
And now we see Dodgers manager Don Mattingly out of the dugout and on his way to the mound. And that will be the last we see in this one of Hyun-Jin Ryu. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Kevin Correa is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Ian Kinsler will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Taken there by Kinsler, and he's out in front now. 2 balls and a strike.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Yeah, looked like he guessed right on 2-1. That was a good time to swing for the fences.
And a good strike 2 pitch there as he has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled away. Hit ball back up the middle. Ramirez on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
First and second, nobody out. You think you're in a great position to do some damage here in this inning. And then, the one thing that you could not have is the double play, and that's exactly what you get.
Miguel Cabrera will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. 3-2.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
Slider. Oh, strike 3 called, and he can't believe it, but the inning is over. Tigers leave 1. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Hanley Ramirez will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. Here's the 1-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Offense, apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Carl Crawford will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. And this will be fouled away. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Here now the 2-2. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators, foul. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
2 straight strikeouts here to start out the inning, but that's 8 for him now in the ball game. These guys have really had a hard time figuring him out.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now, Juan Uribe. That one's in there, 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
4 runs, 5 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Now a swing and a ground ball. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. We are in Motown, but I don't think we'll be seeing any of these people dancing in a soul review tonight. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Victor Martinez will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. Now a ball hit hard toward first, but there to take it is Adrian. A nice play by Gonzalez, and that's out number 1.
That's the hardest hit ball he's had all series, and he's still looking for that first hit, but it didn't work out for him here.
J.D. Martinez will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. Gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now.
Right fielder number 48,
Corey Hunter will dig in. He doubled home a run last time around. 2 out, nobody on. Here comes a 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he goes the other way with the fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And Kemp has a beat on it as he makes the play to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They lead it 5-4. A.J. Ellis will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. Sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
D. Gordon will stand in. Base on balls his last time. The 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. Martinez there to put it away for route number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Yasiel Puig will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
This is hit on the ground down the line to third. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that. Now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Adrian Gonzalez will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Strike 3 here.
Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Davis is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Dodgers lead 1. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Nick Castellanos will stride in here to get the Tigers started in their half of the 6th. Ball 3. Alex Avila, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck.
Let's go, Tigers.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And when he's missing, he's not missing by much. That one might have been just a hair low, but as a hitter on 3-1, you have the luxury of making a pitcher bring something up.
Alex Avila will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. This is fouled back and out of play. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's a tight little slider right there. It looked like it was going to be a ball, but then you can see the hard biting movement come back, and it winds up just catching that outside corner.
Jose Iglesias will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. And I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Rajai Davis will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Now the double steal is on here. On the ground softly to short.
Yeah, give him 3 hits now for the ball game. This one's probably the weakest of the bunch, but I doubt he'll be complaining. I know I wouldn't be.
Ian Kinsler will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. In the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and yes, he went around. It's strike 3.
Boy, you got to believe he's counting his lucky stars out there on the mound. He's facing one of the best run producers in the game with the bases loaded, and he's able to retire. He's still not off the hook yet, but at least that'll earn him a big exhale out there.
Miguel Cabrera will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Grounded to third. Toss over to Gordon at second, and that ends the inning. We'll see Matt Kemp start things out when we return. We'll go to the 7th now in Game 2. Detroit is out in front, 5-4. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Jim Johnson is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Jim Johnson.
And there is Matt Kemp now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And it looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw in the Tiger bullpen. 1-2 now.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
ETHIER will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Hit sharply as this is pulled into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the 2nd out.
Making a bid here to get on base as the potential tying run, but this ball just didn't want to drop for him and winds up finding the outfielder's glove.
HANLEY Ramirez will get another shot, struck out swinging his last time. Some action out in the bullpen, couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Two pitch on the way. Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. Martinez is in his tracks now as he tucks this one away to retire the side. Dodgers down in order, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Jamie Wright will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home seventh.
28, Jamie Wright.
Victor Martinez will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Here comes the 1-1. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. Out of play off to the right. Now a swing and a drive high in the air and deep to right center field. And out of here! So a solo home run for Victor Martinez. His first homer here in the series, and it's now 6-4.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
J.D. Martinez will dig in. 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Base is empty here with nobody out. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And this is going to be a foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And that's through for a base hit.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see him. He was right on that.
Chris Perez will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7.
Number 54, Chris Perez.
Torrey Hunter will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Lined hard to the left side, but foul. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Here's another 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Now you've got a run already in, another runner on first. You've got to think this has to be a fastball here.
Now this pitch is swung on and lined over the head of the shortstop Ramirez. It's a base hit. Castellanos will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Short lead from second, now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
That's just a nasty slider. Way off the plate. Plays on the hitter's aggressiveness, and he gets him to go after him.
Alex Avila will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance of redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Let's go now! Base hit here! Watch the defense!
Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
And the way this inning's gone, his eyes had to be lighting up on that pitch, but all he could do was pop it up.
Jose Iglesias will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. Hard to center field. Puig will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 for the Tigers on the solo home run by Victor Martinez. 7 complete here tonight. It's a 2-run lead now. It's 6-4. Jabba Chamberlain will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Jabba Chamberlain.
Carl Crawford will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Juan Uribe will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 1-1 on the way. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Swing and an easy grounder to third. Throw gets him at first, and Chamberlain's looking like he's well in control here. There are 2 away. 8th inning at Comerica Park. You get a look at our line score there with the Tigers leading this one at home and trying to finish this one off. A.J. Ellis will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. Up with it is Kinsler. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the Tigers 6 and the Dodgers 4. J.P. Howell is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
56, J.P. Howell.
Rajai Davis will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2.
Come on.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Ian Kinsler will step in, 1 for 4 in the ball game. Hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit. And the runner will hold at second, so 2 on with nobody out.
Good job there making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Miguel Cabrera will take his cuts now. And a miss, strike 2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Well, here's a good look from the side angle. This is in show motion. You can see this crosses right over the knees. That's close, but it's the right call.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. First and second now, one man out. A throw behind the runner at second, and he's back in standing. The 2-2 one more time. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Swing and a hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And now third base coach Dave Clark's giving him the come on around third. And they'll add one more to the total as the score moves to 7-4 now. Brian Wilson will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning.
Now pitching for Los Angeles, number 00, Brian Wilson.
J.D. Martinez will be the first to greet him here as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. Misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Torrey Hunter will have a shot to really put this one out of reach now with the bases loaded. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. On the ground for Ramirez, this could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Tigers get 1 here on 2 hits in the inning. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. It's the Tigers 7 and the Dodgers 4.
Your attention, please. Now
Safe situation here, so they'll hand it over to one of the best in the business, right-hander Joe Nathan. D. Gordon will stand in to start off the 9th here with his guys in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally. Full count offering on its way. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Yasiel Puig will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Swing and a high pop drifting into foul territory. Avila is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it. Winds up an easy pop out.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in as their last chance now. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And there's a pitch Gonzalez takes, and we're back even at 2-2. The win would belong to Rick Porcello, barring any late excitement here. Here's the 2-2 offering. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And that's going to do it as the catch is made, and the Tigers have held serve here at home. They take games 1 and 2 of this series as this one is over.
Well, we all know that Joe Nathan has been doing this for a lot of years now. He knows what he's doing out there, and he works a strong 9th inning here to pick up the save.
fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Tigers win it 7-4. Good night from Detroit.